Yo, go on. We have a very, very important reasoning of how. You see me? Yeah, I consider this a super, super honor. You understand what I mean? Because we know that the Island Music Conference are forward. You see me? We're talking about all matters of music in the Caribbean, the region. You understand me? How people can protect the music, how people can preserve the music. And we have a general upon the line where he and his family, for years, they've embodied this. You see me? Whether as solo acts or collectively as a unit, we have to show enough respect. And we're gonna have a reasoning with him as he's gonna have a panel discussion on one of the days. And I just want to find out some more info. So it's an honor to welcome the legend, the icon, Gramps Morgan.
Yeah man, this is Gramps Smog, and whenever I'm rolling through Jamaica, got to keep my radio locked to the bridge, 99 FM, keep it locked. I have some reggae and dancehall music live, see?
Gramps, what go on?
What go on there, blessing?
It's always a pleasure hearing from you, General.
Yeah, man. Joy.
No, Gramps, you know what the reasoning is about today. It's all about the Island Music Conference happening from February 8th to the 12th. But what's really interesting, this is a really important platform. But for those who aren't quite familiar with what's happening, can you just give us a brief overview?
Well, it's a conference headed by our wonderful friends, CEO Mr. Alvaro Burrell, a.k.a. Shaggy, a.k.a. Mr. Bombastic, a.k.a. Mr. Lover,
yeah,
and our beautiful sisters, Judith Badley and Sharon Burke, who has, really bring this initiative forward to really take our industry on another level, because for many years the impact of our music has impacted the world, but the infrastructure has always been an issue, management, publishing, people that understand in the business. And I think it's going to be a great initiative for young artists and even current artists that really don't understand certain levels of the business to come and educate themselves on a level where we can understand as Caribbean people,
right,
as to going through a conference overseas and you're lost in the middle of this big ocean. I think it's a preparation that we can now train our minds, that we can now start as industry people to go overseas at these big international conference. So Island Music Conference taking place next week is, I think, a phenomenal step in taking the Jamaican Caribbean music forward. I mean, it's not only for Jamaica, but even surrounding islands like Cuba and Haiti and Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago, Bahamas, all the surrounding areas. That is the Island Music Conference.
Yes, really Island Music Conference. I'm really respect that.
Yeah, man.
What's really important, I'm gonna find this really, 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 really important, my general. You're having a panel discussion, Gramps. That I know, man.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that, man.
Well, I always have this conversation, and even me and Shaggy have this conversation a lot of times, that mentorship is missing in our industry, especially Jamaica. There are a lot of heroes, and there are a lot of artists that we look up to. But are these artists that are able to have success overseas bringing that knowledge and sharing it? And Shaggy's always been one of those persons. People like a bounty killer, a lot of people in the industry, but there's not enough to the amount of artists in Jamaica. There's not enough mentorship. So this is a chance to really set up somewhere where everybody can come for 4 days and come really enjoy and listen and understand. So my panel will be on the 9th. I'll still be there, the other panels, because I'm still also learning and want to invite younger artist friends. So I'll be speaking about the pros and cons of owning your own masters. Because people say, boy, I want to own my music, but if you have 100% of something, if it's not worth anything, it doesn't have any value.
And what's interesting, Gramps, enough of the young artists that are forward out, do you think that's a good thing here in the younger generation of artists saying, you know what, I want to own my music?
Absolutely. That's a great way to think, because when an artist like Lil Wayne was speaking that way, people thought he was crazy, and look what come out of Lil Wayne's vision. There comes Nicki Minaj, and there came Drake.
Yeah.
So it is good to be ambitious. So the ambition is great, but make sure they are doing the education. So Island Music Conference, if you're boastful and very that's a confident, come and get the knowledge so you can know what it is and know what are the pros and the cons of owning your masters.
Respect.
So there's levels to the thing,
Respect. Now, Gramps, I'm going to bring in my lovely producer, Daniela. She has a few questions as well.
Good
Yes,
morning,
I am.
Gramps. Thank you for
Good
being
morning.
here.
Yes,
All
thank
right.
you.
Yes. So, my question was about how do you feel like conferences like this help the Jamaican entertainment industry?
Of the education. A lot of this education is not, I mean, you can listen to read some books, you can go on social media, platforms like YouTube and listen to certain people talk. But I think this conference is for us. As you listen to the name, Island Music Conference, and I just want to applaud Sharon Burke and Judith Badley and Shaggy for taking the initiative, because people like TikTok are going to be there, people from YouTube, people from different publishing companies. So it's not a light music conference. It's not, I mean, they've done a job to bring the heavy hitters in the industry to the island of Jamaica.
Yeah,
and we just want to take this chance. Go ahead.
You mentioned TikTok, and I just wanted to insert that Shelz calls it mind control, and it has definitely infiltrated Jamaica. It has, when I see the reach of TikTok in even rural areas that you haven't seen other social media platforms reach, you really understand that it has really infiltrated, and people have been using it. I feel like better than they have other social media platforms. I feel like something like this to really show them other ways in which it can be beneficial outside of just making the videos and etc. I feel like that can have real impact in a real way.
Yes, I definitely agree with you. TikTok has really made its way into every crevice and corner and mountaintop and every riverside. It is a good thing that I think that, of course, Jamaican culture has always been pop culture, but now I think social media is really showing the Jamaican people and Caribbean people the power of our culture and our music. And we're just a funny people. We're very entertaining. So it's not just for music, but a man would there and make a drink and a laugh, and or him say a man drunk on some white rum in the can, and it's a joke, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just implore to our people that, don't record violence, don't record things that, if you see somebody that get hurt, don't just take out your phone and I say, what? Watch out, look at my lick out in it.
Yeah.
No, go and help.
Yes.
So I don't want to lose the human side of us that we get so caught into social media that we don't know to protect each other and take care of each other.
So important.
I agree. Now, Gramps, we have to fast, Gramps, because you're a man, you're always working. You know the thing, you're always working. What can fans expect? Because there's Gramps Morgan after the Island Music Conference. What's next for Gramps? What can we look forward to?
Well, as you know, I'm working back on my day job slowly. Of course, brand new Morgan Heritage called Just a Number. I don't sure if you get it yet, but there's a brand new single.
We have it, Gramps. We have it. Yeah, man, we'll give thanks.
All right.
Yeah, man.
So that is the first single. Morgan Heritage has a new album coming this spring, so stay tuned. It's going to be an incredible album. I don't want to talk about it yet, but we'll be back on the bridge and talk about it. But it's an incredible album that I think is going to impact the world and really show Jamaica our power and how we impact the world. So I'm excited about that. My son Jamiri Morgan, he's be putting out some new music as well. And of course I'll be still promoting to all of the blue sun, the blue water and beaches, because that's my thing. I love to make the people them feel the island energy. So that is what's up for Gramps Morgan next. So stay tuned. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms for grampsmorgan.com.
All right. Now, Gramps, I can't make a cut. I'm going to ask this question because you're a general. You've been there. You've done that. Big night for us tomorrow in terms of reggae music. Grammys. Are you excited? Are you nervous? You feel it's a tough field. Anybody you feel have an edge?
Any predictions?
What you feeling about it, Gramps?
For me, I think Shaggy has a big edge because of what he's put into this industry. And a lot of times when people vote, they go after names that they know, right? But what we've been employing people to do on the Grammy board and the voting members is to take the time to listen, because when you're a voting member, there's a portal, there's a website where you go and vote. And all the albums in each category and all the songs in each category are available to listen. So if it comes down to that, where people go and listen the albums in the category, I think Kabaka Pyramid stands an incredible chance because that body of work is an incredible.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Shaggy is a household name. He did a great project. And then Sting on top of that, being involved with the project is going to be, a big part of it. But, that album stands out to me with Kabaka Pyramid. It's just every 15, 20 years, there's just certain albums that just hit you in the face, like when Till Shiloh released Buju Banton album. It was just like, that was a staple album. Raging Fire. That there's a certain albums that stand out. So that's one of the albums that stand out to me in the category.
All right, respect. Thank you so much, Gramps Morgan. We really appreciate it. And all the best with your panel discussion at the Island Music Conference. When is your panel again? The 9th?
On the 9th. On the 9th.
February. All right.
Talking about publishing.
All
right, Gramps, and in closing, for the people who don't think they need to come out to the Island Music Conference, what do you have to say to those guys as your closing words?
I'll say to this, if you're looking to go to the World Cup and looking to go to the big dance, you have to train. This is a platform where you can come. It's like going to the gym and going and preparing for a big fight. This is what Shaggy, Judith Badley, and Sharon Burke has put together. A place where you can come get knowledge, where you normally don't have to hang out and drink 25 Guinness Stout. So you go get certain knowledge. This is a place where you can come, be sober, and have some sober conversations and learn about the industry. It is 4 days from the 8th to the 12th. Every artist, every DJ, every producer, every potential artist, DJ, and producer should be there to know how you are going to sell. Unless you just want to do music for fun, then don't come. But if you're looking to make money and monetize the industry and your craft and your talent, you should be there.
Enough said, Gramps. Enough said. Enough respect, my general. And thank you so much.
Give thanks. The bridge for life.